So good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to our team meeting Monday, the 23rd of October. So this is our weekly Monday night, 8 o'clock. Very, very warm welcome to any of you that have recently joined the team or maybe haven't been to one of our team meetings before. So very, very warm welcome to you all. I'm looking forward to oh, hang on, Crazy Claire's coming in. I'm going to have to welcome her in properly. I can't just let her in. Hang on. Where is she? Oh, hang on, we've still got more people coming in. Just give me 2 seconds. Good evening, everybody. She's still not quite here. She's in transaction. Hi, Paul. Thanks for joining us. Hello, Claire. Are you here? Can you hear me? She is here. That's fine. She's here, but she's probably just finishing getting ready. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to carry on for a minute. So for those that don't know me or haven't met me yet or new to the team, my name's Celia. I live down in Somerset. I've been part of the business for 14 years now, which is incredible. It's been an amazing journey. Senior group leader. And yeah, just absolutely love everything about the business and what we can do. So I'm really excited for you if you've joined recently. Or for those of you that have been around for a while, well done for still being here, still being here and still trucking on, because that's what it's all about. And just before we sort of have our guest speaker and what have you on this evening, I just wanted to ask just 3 people, three of you on here, just to introduce yourselves. We're just going to do this every week so we get to know each other a little bit better. We get to know some of the new partners and know who's here. Hello, Clare Hingott in the house. I saw you join us. Hello, my lovely. We're very excited to have you here. So yeah, I'm just going to ask 3 of you to introduce yourselves, and just very briefly, it's just going to be your name, where you live, and sort of possibly why you've joined the business or what it's done for you. All right. So this is unprepped and unpracticed, so I just apologize really if I pick on you and you go, oh my god, I don't want to speak to you, but I'm sure you will. So let's see, who should we talk to this evening? Kathy Walker, would you be so kind as to just introduce yourself and just let us know why you joined the business?
Hi everyone, I'm Kathy Walker. I'm from Bridgewater in Somerset, and I really joined this business to gain some confidence. So
lovely, thank you, Kathy. And how long have you been in the business?
10 years.
10 years, well done. So you're one of those that keeps showing up and keeps enjoying it and getting lots of friends and getting what you want from it, which is absolutely fantastic. Joe Garbett, would you mind? Are you able to speak or not? You are. I want to speak to you because I know how you've been working the business the last few months and what a wonderful journey. So Joe, just introduce yourself. Let us know why you joined and what's your lifestyle like these days.
Very, very busy. So I joined, I think it was 12 years ago, for an extra income. We've recently retired in May, so I've just come back from Spain, France, motorhoming. And I signed 2 customers that while I was away, so it's amazing.
You did, well done. So I gave you a shout out actually on last week's team meeting, because when I did the weekly recognition, your name came up and I said, well, how can that be? Because she's on holiday driving around France and Spain and all of that. So Joe, how flexible is this business then?
It's amazing, isn't it? You just book an appointment, rock up, tether it to your phone and carry on. It's easy.
Exactly, from
and
wherever
save
you
somebody
are.
some money.
Absolutely brilliant, and that's happening more and more with people now. Obviously Jane's on the call here, and Jane actually lives in Greece at the moment and runs the business from over there. We've got James, who's doing really well in our team, who lives in Portugal, at the moment. It's just amazing. I absolutely love it. Welcome to all of those that are just joining us and just coming in now. Right, the last person I'm going to ask to introduce herself. Yeah, absolutely. The last person I'm going to ask to introduce herself tonight is brand new in the team. She's only just joined us, well, less than a week ago, absolutely less than a week ago. Done her fast start today, booked some appointments on the fast start, so big round of applause for that. Fatima, you gorgeous, lovely thing. Can you just explain to everyone why you've joined the business and what you're Hello, good evening.
So my name is Fatima. I'm actually a writer, and I write about things that I'm passionate about: injustices, mental health, and I'm currently working on a book. So hopefully this business can help me fund that. I started writing from a very young age, actually, giving speeches in school, things like that. So yeah, this book, it means a lot to me, and I'd love for some of you to read it one day, hopefully. But yeah.
We absolutely will. And when Fatima told me her story when we met just the other day, when we were chatting on Zoom, and she said about that, and what she said to me was that one of her goals is to change the world with her words. And
I
I
want to
just
change the world with my words. That's the
thank
goal.
you. And I just got goosebumps when she said that, and she's just awesome. So what an amazing, Fatima, how old are you?
I'm 19.
She's 19 years old. She's already writing a book that, you know, she knows will influence people. So I've promised her that we're all going to read her book. We're going to help her promote her book.
You.
And she's just done her first public speaking in UW, you know, in week 1. So really well done. I know that we're going to absolutely see you fly and go far. So really well done. Right, a couple of things, just a little bit of company news. Obviously it sounds boring after that, I'm afraid, but I'm going to say it anyway. Half price boiler cover is only available to the end of October, so we've got 3 months half price. So get out there and speak to all your homeowners and tell them about that. And of course the Christmas incentive is still running, and I promise you, all of you are still within a shout, definitely, of getting some of those prizes for Christmas. So we've got till the end of November, 15 points and 1 partner who does their training, and that will get you your Christmas dinner. And it is absolutely worth it, I promise you, having had it a few years, and those of you on here that have it, it's absolutely brilliant to have it. So either turkey or a vegan alternative. 25 points, and is it 3 partners? I haven't got it in front of me, so correct me if I'm wrong, for the turkey, and £250 in vouchers. Sorry, there's a bit of background noise. I'm just going to mute everybody for a second. I don't know who that is. And then 35 points and 6 partners who've done their training for all of that, and a weekend away to Thorpe Park. So it might seem out of your reach at the moment if you haven't yet started or you haven't yet got any points, but if you're able to, recruiting and supporting is the best way to get those points in quite quickly. So I would definitely say get out there and recruit some partners the next week. If you're brand new in the business, of course, you can't do the supporting yet. But if you're brand new, really go for that 6 in your first 30 days to get that QD star bonus. Because if you can get some homeowners in there along the way, then you too could, you know, have a good shout of getting that turkey and that Christmas incentive. Okay, I just wanted to mention a book that I've started reading. Some of you will have this because it's the book of the month. This month, was it this month? I think. Absolutely brilliant. I love this book. I haven't finished it yet. I've started reading it. But the reason I love it is because it's so simple. It seems so simple. The sort of secret ingredients, if you like, to success. I don't know if any of you've read The Miracle Morning. So it's by the same author as The Miracle Morning. The Miracle Morning was very much about a really good daily method of operation with exercise, a bit of meditation, reading, and all of that to set you up for the best day. This is sort of the next book, if you like, and he talks about the fact that The Miracle Morning was only part of it, and it set everyone up for a great day, but not necessarily achieving all their goals. But the miracle equation, the 2 main ingredients, just quickly, I don't want to spoil the book for you, but very, very quickly. Number 1 is he talks about unwavering faith, which just basically means belief, and belief that you can do it. Now, whatever it is, depends on what your goal is. But please, all of you on here, if you can just borrow the belief of other people, Claire or myself or some other people that are on the call, you know, you can do it. You can certainly do, you know, be successful in UW. Think of all the evidence to suggest that it's possible. You know, Fatima in her book, has anybody ever written a book and published it and sold it? Yes, of course they have. So of course Fatima can do it. She believes that she can do it. You know, straight away, she knows that it's possible. Whatever it is, you have to have belief first. And then the second part of it is just what he calls extraordinary effort. We always say, you know, do whatever it takes consistently until it happens. But the thing is, if you believe it's going to happen, if you believe that the actions you take daily and consistently will get you to your goal, guess what? Yes, they will. But if you question yourself, then that's when it all starts to go wrong. So please believe, get loads of evidence that people before you have done it, and just keep going until it happens. And that has brought me very nicely into introducing our guest speaker here this evening, because Claire is definitely someone who puts in extraordinary effort consistently, has enough belief for all of us here, and I can't wait to hear her speak this evening. So please let me introduce you to our wonderful Senior Group Leader 1-star, 300 plus club, multiple holiday achiever, and one of my very best friends. So please, can we all put our hands together for Claire, apart from I've muted you all, so you're going to have to do it like this. And Claire,
I can't do anything. There's nobody
I know,
clapping.
sorry, they are clapping. You just have to watch them waving around. Right,
Way, thanks
I've
everyone.
spotlighted Claire, so hopefully you'll
Oh!
be able to see her now. Look at her,
Oh,
she's
God.
there on the screen. We can't miss her now.
That's scary. Don't do that.
Absolutely scary. So Claire, first of all, how are you? Have you had a good day?
I have, yes. I've had a very good day today because I went and saw a lady who's 82 and I saved her £62 a month on her bills.
Wow, that's amazing.
I know.
Absolutely amazing. Well done. Oh, well
I
done.
know.
And you love going face to face, don't you? I know
Yeah.
that you love going to see people.
I
And
do.
yeah, I've done a few more face to face myself the last week or so, and it is lovely getting out there.
Yay, that's the way. I love it. I love the face to face. It's the
Yeah.
best thing, I think.
Yeah, it is really good. So Claire, just to start with then, why and how did you, what's your background? Why did you join? Why are you here this evening?
Apologies to anybody who's heard this story a million times. Go and rearrange your sock drawer or wash out your wheelie bin or something while I tell my brief story. I'm just going to be quick. I was a teacher, a secondary school teacher, teaching drama. Always loved that, always wanted to be a teacher. And then I just thought, oh, I can't do this till I'm 67, bossing kids around all day. I'm a big kid myself. They were more mature than I was. I wanted to be an actress, so I gave up my teaching job, trained as an actress in one of the most prestigious drama schools in the country, the Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama. And I left my job and my pension and my great salary to do that, and I still had a mortgage and bills, and I was skint, and that's how I found UW and you know, my sliding doors moment.
And how did you actually get introduced? Was it somebody you knew? Was it through social media? How did you get introduced originally? I
got introduced to it by a friend of ours who'd only just started himself, so he didn't have a clue what he was doing. Literally, he just said, oh, come around my house on Saturday night, I got something to show you. What? I said, oh, all right, what is it? He said, oh, I can't tell you, I'd mess it up, but I got to show you. It's like a presentation. There's a great tip to start off with. You know, your job is to get your eyeballs on the third party tools, i.e. the presentation. Don't vomit purple all over everybody. Get them in front of somebody and, you know, act them. I couldn't explain it all, Celia. I'd mess it up, you know. It's a visual thing. I don't want to spoil it. I need you to see it like I saw it. And he convinced me to go to his house on Saturday. And I'm so glad that he didn't tell me what it was, because I can tell you now, what he told me was utilities. There's no way I would have been interested. I was one of those people that would have totally prejudged it and gone, hang on, I've got a degree. I've got 2 degrees, actually. You know, I'm a professional person. I'm not selling gas and electric, because, you know, you instantly associate utilities with being a gas and electric salespeople, people who knock doors. Nobody likes that. So I would have actually said no. So thank God he stuck to the script and didn't do the bleh all over me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here now. And I know many of you are wishing I hadn't joined. But I'm quite glad that I did. And it's been life-changing. So he got me around the house, and he was like, everything was like out, all the pens from the starter pack, the brochures, the pamphlets, the leaflets, every bit of information he'd received from UW. Was back then, we used to have a starter pack, you know, arrive in the post, like a big box full of stuff that most people just, you know, is probably still under some people's beds, festering 60 years later. And literally he had everything out. I was like, you know, what the hell is this all about? And he did a presentation, and, you know, he'll tell you this himself. It wasn't the best. He'd only just joined. He was nervous. He was stuttering. I could see he was so nervous, and I was his friend. So I totally understand that when people start, they are nervous. They are anxious. You know, they are full of trepidation and insecurities. And even to show their nearest and dearest. But he showed me how we earned that magic passive income, and that is the reason I joined, because back then we got paid 20 quid a customer maximum. It was £2.50 a service, and it doubled. Now you can earn up to 300 quid. Celia and I, 20 quid was the best you'd have, and you'd be out all night for that. It's rubbish. Yeah, but we still did it, didn't we? We still drove miles to get those customers because we saw the value of passive income, you know, even back then. Definitely. Yeah, it's mad, really, isn't it? So did you get off to a flying start? Did you jump in and then go flying off? No? What happened then? It was terrible. I was abysmal. So I was all excited, and so my excitement level was high, so was my anxiety level, and my skill level was low. And, you know, that was kind of a gap. That gap there was a bit of a disaster, really. I was really excited, and lots of my nearest and dearest, well, all 6 of the first people I showed said no. Not only did they say no, they were really tough and negative and critical, and some of them, you know, like ridiculed it and were like, why are you doing this? So it wasn't even like, oh, you know, it's not for us, Claire, but good on you for trying something different. They were about the worst 6 starters you could ever have, and there was no mentoring back then. You were literally on your own. You'd go to a getting started in a classroom, you know, in a hotel, you know, face-to-face training. It was about, you know, PowerPoint presentation and had about 9,364 slides. You'd leave there, you know, 9 hours later, white and like cold, and literally you were on your own. You know, it was scary. It was a big ask. And my first 6 people said no, and I actually quit. I quit the business. I thought, this isn't for me. There's no way I can go through this level of rejection and ridicule. And I really affected me. I was really upset. You know, my brother, I'll be honest with you, I left his house. I can remember it now. And I was in tears driving home in my car, you know, in tears, because he made me feel so bad about it. He was like, this is rubbish. I've never heard of it. No one's going to join. You know, what a great start with your own brother. So I totally get it when people have that rejection from their loved ones, because that was my story. And so I actually hung up my UW towel. I was through. I quit. I wasn't doing it.
And then what happened?
Then what happened was I got invited, cajoled, nagged, persuaded, call it what you want, to go to a major company event. Bearing in mind where I was at mindset-wise with this business, everybody said no. And my upline persuaded me to go to this event called Amplify. It was called MAD then, but it's what we know as Amplify now. And did I say yes the first time? Did I, hell? I said no, like about 3 or 4 times. I didn't know this guy, he just was ringing me, you know, introduced himself. So I didn't know him. So I had no level of trust with this person, but I got to know him over those phone calls, and I was kind of impressed with his dogged determination. And he did a very smart thing, actually. He sent me Jim Rowan's Building Your Network Marketing Business in the post on a CD, because we had CDs back then. This was only 12 years ago, by the way. And he also sent me a book in the post called, it was a book called Dare to Dream, Work to Win by Dr. Tom Barrett. And I read it and I was like, oh, this is interesting. And he just kept ringing me and saying, look, you know, why don't you come to this event? No, I'm not coming. I'm not doing it. I'm not coming to Cheltenham on a Sunday. I've got, you know, I've got a gig the night before because I'm a singer as well. I'm not going to be home till 3 o'clock. I'm really not going to come. But he just kept calling me. And in the end, I was like, oh, bloody hell. Okay, I'll just go to this sodding thing. I didn't know what it was, where it was. And I just was like, God, get this man off my back. And I decided to go, and literally within half an hour of sitting there, well, truthfully, before that, even walking into the arena, the energy, the vibe, the atmosphere, the professionalism, the scale, I was like, wow, I didn't expect that. And I sat there and gradually I kind of opened up. You know, I was kind of sat there like that to begin with, like, what's this going to be like? And with every minute that passed by, I got more and more excited, and my barrier came down, and I just thought, wow, just watching people tell their stories. I was wowed by that, by ordinary people achieving extraordinary things, and ordinary people sharing amazing stories about how this had helped them, and, you know, their backgrounds, you know, just like dead ordinary people. And I literally was inspired and fired up, because that's what events do. They charge you and they change you like nothing else. So that's always one of my top tips. You've got to go to an event, and you've got to go to a major, which is a
big
major
event. Yeah. So our next big event for everyone on here that you really need to get to is the kickoffs, isn't it? In January, you know, that's the next big one. And there are 3 or 4 of them all around the country. So check out the portal. Claire and I are, well, Claire might not know this yet, actually, but Claire and I are helping to run the one on January the 14th.
Brilliant. Thanks.
So Claire's helping with the event.
Oh, fab.
Doesn't know yet, but there we go. Put it in your
There we are,
diary, love,
yeah.
all right?
All right, I'll be there. I'm coming.
And what's interesting is the first time I really met Claire or became really aware of Claire was when she herself was speaking at that event that she's just talked about. So, you know, roll forward a few years and you'd gone from, you know, negative, quitting the business, sitting in the audience with your arms folded, to delivering the most brilliant speech about you coming out of the closet.
Yeah, again, for the second time.
Yeah. And that was just fantastic. And I remembered that. And, you know, that inspired and motivated so many people that were there in the audience to, you know, to not be that, you know, cloak and dagger about, you know, what we do in Utility Warehouse, but to be proud, isn't it? Be loud and proud and get out there and share what we do, because it is absolutely fantastic. Now, Claire, one of the things you've been absolutely incredible what you've achieved with your own personal customers, but your, you know, your team as well. You've got a huge team, nearly double the size of ours, and we've got quite a big team, so you're absolutely smashing it. But you've just been very good, haven't you, about just building relationships and speaking to people and just building the business, you know, in the nooks and crannies of your day when you're out and about. People always saying to me, you know, where do you find customers? Do I need to be on social media? Am I right in thinking you've never posted about Utility Warehouse on your social media ever in 12 years?
Never once, ever, ever, ever. Most of the people who are friends with me on Facebook don't even know I do UW. And I've got to SGL 1-star like that.
Okay,
I'm quite proud of that. Call me a dinosaur, call me old-fashioned. You know, I love speaking to people and meeting people, and I don't post anything. I need to. That's maybe, you know, a skill I definitely need to get better at, because that's the way of the world now. But I'm one of those people that think social media is all about social, you know, not selling. And I know people have amazing results from me, and I'm in awe and inspired by those people that do. And I do need to sort of maybe get into that now. But I just talk to people, build relationships, and my whole business has come from that. Just speaking to people, you know, if your mouth is open, your business is open. If your mouth is shut, your business, my friends, is closed. And we need to get, you know, out of the earpiece, out of the, what's I had a great quote and I've forgotten it. Out of the, I'll find it.
Out of the mouthpiece, yeah, I know.
Into the earpiece or something, you know, I'll remember it towards the end. But so I built my business by, I've never done, well, I have done neighbour letters, to be fair, but I don't, you know, I've tried everything, because as a leader, that's what we do, and that's what we've done. We've walked the walk, we've done it all, and we've found things that resonate with us. And you will find, you know, UW is a buffet. There's so many aspects, there's so many things you can do, and you've got to try every one of them and go, oh, actually, I got a flavour for that. I'm good at that. That suits my skill set. That suits my personality. That doesn't, but this does. So we've tried it all, and I've just found the things that I like and that I'm good at, and I've just got better at those things, basically, by practicing and getting stuff wrong. Failure is your biggest lesson. If you're not failing, you're not moving forward, you're not learning, you're not growing. When you're failing, you are growing. So if you were failing loads, congratulations, because it means you're doing stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. Can you give us like 2 or 3 examples of when you may have sort of dropped it in the conversation with people, you know, that's resulted in them taking a look at the business? I remember something about a swimming pool changing room.
Yeah, I literally, you know, in this business, right, you've got to just say less to more people. And I know for many of you, you're thinking, well, that's just come out of Clare Hingott's mouth, because I do like talking. I've always been a talker. My mother has said, since I could talk, I basically haven't stopped since I learned to talk. And my nickname in school was Claire Gob, because I used to talk so much. So my school friends and my teachers, like I bumped into a teacher 2 weeks ago, actually, when I did my last 20K thing in a park, an old teacher of mine, and she called me in the park. She went, Claire Gob! And everybody from school knows me as that, right? So I've always loved talking, but I've had to learn in UW that 2 ears and 1 mouth is what you need. You need to be good at listening. You need to be good at asking questions. The right questions will give you all the right answers, to give you every opportunity to offer this solution to everyone you know, because that's what we do. We offer solutions and options. We're problem solvers. We're not gas and electric salespeople. We're problem solvers in a world full of problems.
Yeah, So what sort of questions might you ask somebody then to try and get them asking you something back that would give you an opportunity?
Well, do you know, something I used the other day was, I was like, I said to someone, I said, have you heard about this Me campaign? And people are instantly like, what's that? Or I'd say, you know, did you see an article in the news the other day? Apparently 20 million people have got a second income. That's 1 in 3 people. And 5 million people over the next couple of years are looking to start one. 5 million people is the population of Wales. So the population of Wales, the equivalent of, it's going to start the bloody second income. And I said, you know, have you heard of this thing, MEES? And they go, no. And I said, well, do you do anything else extra alongside your job? Because most people are doing that now, because obviously everything that's going on in the world. And then people are like, no, what do you mean? What's that? Well, I say they're called MEES, multi-income individuals. Out of interest, if you had to choose something else, what would you choose? If you could do something else, because most people are not doing a job they love. That's another statistic I read, which is really sad. Over 80% of people are not doing a job they ever dreamed of doing or love. How bloody sad is that? Spend most of your life working a job you don't like, which is why most people's mental health is shot, and why people are so depressed and anxious and down. It's because they're not fulfilled in their life.
Yeah.
And then obviously by asking that, you know, if you had a chance to do anything else, Celia, what would you do alongside your job?
Oh, I might write a book.
Write a book, really? What kind of book? Why?
Because I've always fancied writing a book, really, and I think a bit about maybe getting back on the horse when you get knocked down in life. Not necessarily about horses, but it could be about horses. But yeah, I think everyone's got a story to tell, haven't they, and a way of helping people. But most people, you know, for myself, I couldn't write a book because I need to be earning money, don't I? So what could I, you know, this is saying I was most people, you know, if you're working full time, how would you have time to do that? How would you be able to do it?
Do you know what? That's so true. And that is exactly why I, you know, I decided to pursue something extra. So, you know, for myself, so, you know, I used to be an actress. So I am an actress. Actually. I'm shooting a film soon. So I am a bloody actress now. I just remembered about that. I need to read the script. And then, you know, and you know how actors like me and most people, you know, not earning enough. And what I love being an actor, I do, but I don't earn enough money. So what I'm doing now is, guys, I'm telling my story. And by the way, I've got this in the chat. After I've done this, I'm going to press send in the chat and you're going to see what I'm saying, Brilliant. Right?
Yeah,
I'm already prepped.
Yeah, well done. And I'll put it in our WhatsApp group as well. You can send it to me.
So when they say, well, no, well, have you then? You're going to say, yeah, I have. Well, and you're going to tell them your story like we teach you in College of Excellence. You know how I'm an actress. What I love about that is I love being creative. It's amazing. But what isn't great about it is that I spend lots of time out of work. And that's how I found this second opportunity, income opportunity. And I found this, which has allowed me to earn more money, stress less, decide when I work, be in control of my own life, not have to worry about paying my bills. Am I going to get income? And it's been life-changing. And it's a part-time thing. I can pick it up and put it down. And I've been doing that for 12 years. And now I help other people do the same. I tell you what, why didn't you let me send you a link all about it? And you'll see why so many are choosing this as a second income. I'm just typing this in the chat. And you'll see why so many are choosing this as a second income stream. And of course, then you're going to send the earn link, right? Be the tools, don't, you know, use the tools, don't be the tool.
Yeah.
And then you can say, listen, you know, I'll follow up with you. If I send you a link, how soon could you watch it? And then you're going to follow up. And you say, look, you know, can you see why I'm excited? What did you like best? Would that benefit you too? If they say no problem, Celia. Don't try and convince them.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Would it be okay if we keep in touch from time to time? Because maybe your circumstances will change. Now, you're going to love me because I've just put all that in the chat.
That's amazing.
Okay?
Thank you.
So get it up in the chat. Take a picture of it. And your job is to practice that. So the next time you are in a wedding, in a funeral, in a bar mitzvah, in an anniversary, in the queue in Tesco, and Sainsbury's cashback, and you bump into someone you know or something, there's something for you there. That's one way. Another way is just talking to people in weddings, funerals, whatever, you know. I'm going to a funeral tomorrow, right? My father-in-law, he's just lost his partner. I'm going to a funeral tomorrow. I am not going to spend that time vomiting purple over people. It's not appropriate, right? But I am going to be talking to people and finding out all about them. So what do you do? What hobbies have you got? You get to do that much. Tell me about your family. By asking questions, they will tell you everything you need to know to offer the solution.
Because people love to talk about themselves, don't they? And so often people don't get the chance to talk about themselves. That's why you can come across and be really remembered, can't you, as well, for having those conversations. Just very quickly, everyone, you can take a photo of the chat, but did you know you can also save the chat on a Zoom meeting? So if you didn't know that, don't do it yet, because there might be some other useful stuff that goes in there, but there's 3 little dots at the bottom, and if you click on that, you can save chat. And it'll be saved to your computer. So just to let you know.
Oh my gosh, look at that. You can copy it even.
Yeah, you can copy it and all sorts of stuff down there. So that's just really useful. But thank you very, very, very much, Claire, for sharing that. So Claire, just another way that I know you have personally, really got a load of your customers and partners through has been referrals, hasn't it?
Yeah, and it's not just here out of chance. I before this call, I've been making calls from my referral book. So the last 2 appointments, one was today, one was Friday. With these 2 people since Friday have given me that many referrals.
Wow.
2 people those 2 ladies were from I went to it was National Old People's Day 2 weeks ago, and I went and had a stall at this big event. Okay, about 500 people there who came, all older people, anybody from any retirement age onwards were there. And they filled in, they came up to the stand, we just told them what we were doing, and I got them to fill in these, the 20K forms, and I'm just following up with these. I've got about 30 of these, right, to follow up with. I've made 2 appointments already, only 2. 2 have signed up. I got another one tomorrow, another one on Thursday, face to face, because they're older people. These are people in their 70s and 80s. And just 2 of those people out of 30 now have given me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 referrals.
Amazing. So how did you get those referrals? What do you ask them? What do you say?
Well, the lady today started writing in the book before I'd even started. Which is rare, right? That is rare. I'm going to say that now. But I saw at the start, I say, thanks for seeing me, and I'm here to help you. Obviously today I'm going to help you. I said, Marianne, without a doubt. I said, but I'm also here to help everybody, especially friends in your circle, retired people who may be reticent to change, scared, set in their ways. Because statistically, older people are less likely to switch because they are fearful and because they are, they're of a certain mindset, perhaps. And I said, so, if you love what you see, and I'm sure you will, all I'm going to ask you is to do like everybody else does that I sit in front of, and just think of some people that I can go and see. Lovely people like you. I don't want anybody awkward or miserable or negative, and have a little laugh and I don't know anybody like that. So bringing the barrier down, and then I'm into the presentation.
Yeah.
So I'm prefacing it. I'm saying it straight from the start. And this book comes out.
Yeah.
And it's on the table, so they can see it. And I'm showing her, and I'm going, so my business works on referrals. I'm here to help you and everyone. Look at my book, Maria. And I said, look at all these numbers I've got in my book from people I've been to see like you, who recommended me to their nearest and dearest, and I've helped all these people. So it's out on the table. So you need to get one of these.
Yeah.
And it's really simple. Look how duplicatable that is. Not everybody can do TikTok videos and lives on Facebook and write amazing Facebook posts, but everybody can get a book and get that on the front. Look, it's even stuck on with sellotape. It's not even like printed on. Everything I do is simple, I think.
Absolutely. Would you, so
Yeah.
if you were doing, I know lots of people here do most appointments by remote. I know that you know, we've talked about you love face-to-face and so do I, but obviously if you're signing up people around the country, you could still have that book though, couldn't you? You can still
Oh,
show them that
yeah.
book on a Zoom, you know, on
Hey,
a call
listen,
or whatever.
nothing changes on the remote. I'm flashing my book up to the screen like that and showing them and telling them. And the only thing is, Celia, I'm saying, right, you've got a pen and paper there, Celia, haven't you? Because I asked them to get that ready before the call. I asked him recent utility bill, know their landline number and what they pay for everything, and have a pen and paper ready and be on a laptop or tablet. None of this doing it on a phone. Laptop, because you need their phone. They need their phone to do things like get the pack code, get the look up their British Gas bill, do this, look in their banking app to see how much they pay for their Wi-Fi, getting the numbers off their phone to give you the referrals. So I prep them before the call. And I'm saying the same thing, my business works on referrals. I show them my book and I say, and as I'm going through, Celia, I wanted to just jot a few names down of people you think would, as we go through this presentation now. So when I'm on the cashback card, who do you think would love this? Who can you think of, Celia? Your daughter, I bet she loves shopping. Put the name down. Who would you think would love, you know, a British call centre? Write the name down. Who would you know would love to, you know, the fact that we've won 80 awards? Put the name down. Who would you think would love the fact that we've got the cheapest energy? Put their name down. And if you forget on the call, doesn't matter. You can ring them tomorrow and the next day and remind them about the referral scheme. Because it's on the screen, isn't it? It's one of the pages of the presentation. You can earn 50 quid, or for the same amount of money, you can register for a tenner and earn 250. You've told them about a referral scheme. Celia, I forgot to talk to you, to mention yesterday about getting some referrals off you. Who springs to mind first? So face-to-face or remote, it's the same thing, except they just, you know, remotely, they can't write the name in my book physically, because usually when I'm face-to-face, I hand them the pen and the book while I'm packing away and while I'm sorting stuff out there next to them. You know, I hand them the book and the pen. I say, right, you know, while I'm packing up, right, pop a few names in here, Celia, and don't worry about whether they will or they won't. That's for them to decide. Please write that down. Somebody tap that in the chat now. There is the line that kills the objection of, oh, well, I want to speak to them first. Oh, well, I don't want to give you the number. Don't worry about whether they will or they won't. That's for them to decide. You're going to warm them up for me first, because I don't want to cold call anyone. And they put the name and the number in your book, no problem.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And Claire Calgan's just put in the chat as well, you know, that you'd like to try and help everyone get at least one free bill. You know, that's great as well. You can even do that as well. Can't you say how much is the bill? Well, you know how much the bill is because you're going to go through it with them anyway. So if it's £200, 4 referrals, you can have a free bill, you know, which are the 4 people you'd like to help. So you can do all of that as well. I think the most important thing is remembering to mention it, isn't it? You know, this is the thing, you know, and you reminded me, I say, one of my lines is, you know, Celia, my job is not only to help you save money, but to get you at least your first bill for free. How would you love a free bill? Write that down, free bill. You'll remember what I meant. And what else was it? What did you say then? Oh, about why don't people get referrals? Well, number one, no, you're not asking for them, so you're definitely not going to get them.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not going to give them to you via telepathy or osmosis. You don't ask. Number one mistake, you don't ask. You don't ask, you're never going to get. You've got to do it with confidence, but be polite and not aggressive or pushy or salesy. Okay? It's that mindset of you're helping them. You're doing them the favour, guys, not the other way around. You know, you imagine you help their daughter save £70 a month, which helps her pay for those kids' piano lessons or whatever, or keeps the extra mortgage payment going, or the food. Most families are down £60 a month, £60 a week. Now they're down £60 a week, which is £240 a month. That's one 3-service homeowner customer.
Our mortgage advice, no, in fact, it was in the paper last week. It actually said that homeowners, mortgage, you know, people with mortgages are now on average £588 a month worse off than they were 2 years ago, with the mortgage increases and all of the other, you know, all the other household bills increases and the food and everything else, £588 a month worse off than they were 2 years ago. So you
That's
know.
2 or 3 service customers.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's bonkers, isn't it? Really, it's absolutely mental.
Yeah.
Claire, thank you very much. That's all awesome stuff. So we've got a real range of people obviously on this call, from Fatima, you know, who's joined this week, is doing brilliantly, and obviously some old timers. I don't mean that, you know, disrespectfully, those of you, you know what I mean. So if you had to give 3 top tips to people in the business to keep them on track or help them grow their business, what would you say?
Okay, this one is so simple. I shared a video with my team yesterday. Just one. What do you think I mean by that? Just one. Just one.
I'm not going to answer. Put it in the chat, anyone, if you think you know what Claire means by just one.
I did this we talked about this on Saturday at Super Saturday. The theme was just one. A brilliant theme, brilliant concept.
I think
just
I'm
one.
Covering this on Wednesday night at Taunton Buzz, actually.
Yeah, just make one more
one. Yeah.
Now, it's overwhelming to see a pile of Win 20K forms or think of a pile of numbers, but just promise yourself, I'm just going to do one. A single digit, a simple number, a 3-letter word, almost insignificant one, but it can be so powerful. If you did 1 call a day, right, 5 days a week, so giving you the weekend off, that'd be 240 calls a year. It doesn't have to be calls, it could be touch points, adding a number to your list, sending a text. 1 a day would be 240 touch points a year. Statistically, a lot of those are going to join. So that's what I do. I've always just tricked myself in this business, just one, because anything else for me is overwhelming. So I have to just break things down. Look, let one be your superpower, okay? Don't make 30 calls a day. Don't say I'm going to do 10 calls a day. Just one, and I guarantee you'll make one, and then you're more likely to make another, to make another, to make another. Just one. So that's my first tip. Second tip, show everybody the opportunity. Okay, do not skip that opportunity slide on the page where it says, you know, you can be a couple of ways you can earn with us, Celia. You refer me, as I've talked about tonight, 50 quid off your bill, or sign up as a partner, £10 to join, and for that same customer with me, I'm going to do all the work. You're just going to be there. You could earn 250. What would you prefer, £50 off your bill or £250 in your bank next month with my help and expertise? I'm the know-how, you're the know-who. Put those 2 things together, boom. Right, what would you prefer? Most people say this one, the £250 one. Please tell me you're most people. And if it's not for you, you're going to know somebody that will help. So tell everybody about the opportunity. And another thing is, I've always gone for the incentives because they've kept me on track. They've given me a reason to build my business every week. Because if you're into an incentive and you're qualifying, you're not going to drop the ball then. So it gives you a reason to keep going, because motivation, most people struggle with motivation because you can't store it in the body. So you need some external force. So an incentive is an external thing that you can get on, and you're less likely to stop if you're going for an incentive. I have built my business by going for incentives, qualifying for all the holidays, and asking for referrals. I don't do Win 20Ks. That Win 20K is the first one I've done since I was a team leader.
Fair play. Yeah.
And I was really nervous doing that Win 20K. Really nervous because I don't do them. And it was bloody brilliant, and I want to do more because I had such a great time. And I've made 3 calls out of these, and 2 of them have become a customer, and the next one's tomorrow. I'm not going to be able to keep up with that now because, you know, from 2 people who filled in a form, they've given me, what did I say earlier, 12 referrals.
Well, exactly, I know, it's fantastic. And I think with the 20K, I mean, they're not my favourite thing either, but I enjoy them when I go there. But it's one of those things that I always think, oh, I could just sit at home, make loads of calls. But I think that the point with that is you've warmed them up. They've met you. You know, you've been able to look eyeball to eyeball. You've had the chat. You know, that know, like, and trust. If you can break through that in that very short conversation on the stand, they're much more likely, aren't they, to book that appointment, you know, and to let you come in the house and have a cup of tea and all of that stuff. And I think you're right. I think, you know, that's where the face-to-face really works. And again, every time I've done one, I've signed up at least one, you know, sort of gold customer as it was or whatever. So that, you know, they do really work.
You know, that lady today was a full service customer. The lady on Friday was a full service customer. That's £600 in income. Now, I'm not in customer bonus, so I'm in residual. I've opted out to customer bonus. But how would that make a difference to you or somebody you know? You know, that is a lot of money, guys. And both of them have saved them loads. Loads, and they're pensioners.
Exactly. It's
And
so
they
lovely to
make
be able
the
to
best tea. Today, you know, I had like homemade cakes and everything. It's the best thing ever. And I love meeting them and I love going to see them. And it's lovely. You get the biggest welcome. So my other one is, you know, that tip of, you know, go for the incentives. Don't skip the opportunity page on the presentation. I'm doing a team meeting on Thursday with my team and I'm going over the presentation in detail and the fast start plan. Don't skip that opportunity page and being open for business. As I said earlier, if your mouth is shut, your business is closed. Seize an opportunity and talk to people like tomorrow now. 2 ears, 1 mouth. Ask questions. They're going to tell you everything you need to know if you ask the right questions. How's your job? Oh, I'm a nurse. Oh, are you? This is a fabulous line. I bet, are you one of those lucky people that love their job? Most people are going to moan like hell at that. Then you can just sit back and listen and ask, well, why is that? You know, and look, this, have you heard of me's? And then you're into that thing. No, well, I'm a me. As well as being an actor, I'm a multi-income individual. There's 1 in 3 of us now. 1 in 3 people in this room here today, in this funeral, have got a second income. So you know, you just said about not having enough time. Well, I can help you with that. Would it be okay if I took your number and I can get some information to you? Now, this may be for you, it may not be, Celia, but it doesn't matter. What if I send you something that could help you massively or someone you know? Yeah. And then you're going to send that earn link and you're going to follow up in the way that I put in the chat.
Yeah, that's amazing. And that's always lovely that it might, you know, it might be someone you know, isn't it? But I'm going to unspotlight you for a minute, Claire, so you can.
Does anybody want to ask a question?
We can take a couple, but we can't. We haven't got long, so because I've got to get and do team recognition. We'll take 2. If anyone has a question for Claire, you can. That's absolutely fine. But if not, I was taking you off spotlight so that you can unmute yourselves and give her a round of applause in a minute. But you need to unmute yourself so she can hear you.
I don't need a round of applause. I can see all your faces, and thank you so much for being here and coming on and making the effort.
No, Claire, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Oh, it's lovely. Thank you so much.
So stay there for a minute, Claire, if you can, so you can hear the recognition for the team. If you've got to shoot off, then do, obviously. But we're just going to be about another 5 or 10 minutes. But Claire, thank you. Really, you're welcome. Really, thank you.
Hope it's been helpful, and just practice, guys. You know, you're not going to get all these words right the first time. I used to mess it up all the time. When I heard people like me speak at events, I used to write everything down feverishly, taking notes, and then I just make them me. I'd make the notes me, and I practice them. You know, write them out and stick them on the visor of my car, the sun visor, and practice things and get it wrong and get it right. Okay, just practice and make it you. Don't make it Clare Hingott. Put my words into your personality.
Absolutely. Thank you. Everyone's loved it. And there's lots of thank yous in the chat. And obviously, thank you very much,
thank
guys.
You.
Thanks, Claire.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely brilliant. So make sure that you do get to the kickoff January the 14th, because you'll hear lots more from Claire then as well. So she's going to be one of our speakers as well as.
And apparently, I'm going to be organising the event. I found out tonight.
She's one of the co-hosts, but she didn't know till just now. That's absolutely
brilliant.
That's brilliant. Right, okay, that's fabulous. So we're just going to round up now, everybody, with our sort of weekly recognition and shout out to all you gorgeous lot that have been smashing it over the last week. First of all, just well done for being here. Please promote this meeting as much as you can to all of your team, because this is our opportunity to share some fantastic tips and stuff like Claire has as well. So it's absolutely brilliant. So I just want to give a shout out, first of all, to Jodie Williamson, who's actually not joined us this evening because I don't think she's here anyway, because she's on holiday. So she's in Mallorca and she was planning to be here, but she got the time wrong. She's on Spanish time and she was just sitting down for dinner. So she just sent me a message saying sorry, but it is recorded because Jodie and her group have hit 500 group customers today. So can we give Jodie and all her team, some of you are on here, I'm sure.
Woo, Jodie, amazing.
So Jodie's 500 group today and really very, very focused on her journey to group leader and doing a fantastic job of helping and supporting her team. So that's amazing. I want to say a big shout out to Ola, who today I noticed was 10th for supporting in the whole company. Again, I know Ola's not here tonight, but well done, Ola. If you're watching this on catch up, fantastic. Jane, well done, Jane. 17th in the whole company for recruiting today on the leaderboard. Well done. And Katia, who's a new partner, only joined us recently. She's on the top leaderboard as well for recruiting. So well done to Katia. That's amazing. We've had 3 qualified distributor stars in the last 7 days. That's Kingsley, Michael, and Katia. So well done, Kingsley, Michael, and Katia. Great shout out to you guys. Again, if you're watching this, then please come along next week so we can hear from you. So we really want to get all the people that have been recognised along here so they can share their tips. We've had 2 qualified distributors. That's Alvaro and Kihindi. So that's 2 QDs in the last week. Which is fabulous. I didn't count up how many new partners we've had actually, but I think it was around 18 to 20 new partners have joined the team as well in the last week. So, you know, that's fabulous. So well done everybody for getting out there and sharing it. Top customer gatherers in the last week, Alvaro. Well done again, Alvaro. 3 personal customers in the last week. And Amanda, Laura and Kay Hindi have all signed up 2 in the last week. So well done. And loads of you have done 1. Top recruiters, again, I can't do the last week without it taking me time. The system's playing up. But top recruiters so far in October in the whole team is Jane. Well done, Jane. Jane's here this evening. Jane's on 6 partners so far. Then I'm on 5, and then Liz and Polly and Fahim on 4. And I just want to mention Fahim again, because again, this is his gym time, but I know Fahim, you will be watching this on catch up because you've already asked me for the recording. So Fahim joined us 10 days ago. He has signed up 4 partners already. But the incredible thing about Fahim is he's done quite a few appointments with his friends. He's a young lad. Most of his friends at the moment are, you know, students or they're living at home or whatever, so that they haven't got bills themselves. But he still signed up a bunch of partners. But then he went out off his own back and did 150 neighbour letters and followed them up 2 days ago, which I think in your first week on your own is pretty remarkable. And he's got an appointment booked in his diary from his neighbour letters. He's messaging me all day today with questions and stuff like that, but absolutely awesome. So, you know, just so proud of him and what he's done. So really fantastic. And then really just in closing, just going to talk a bit about what's coming up. So we have our Christmas party on Thursday, the 21st of December. Please come if you possibly can. Tickets are £22, including, that includes food, a DJ. It's in a really nice venue. That's at North Petherton, Somerset, and we have quite a lot of accommodation locally as well. So it doesn't matter where you are. If you can possibly come along, please do. And family and friends are welcome. You know, so don't feel like, oh, I don't know anyone. I don't know if I want to come on my own. If you haven't met us all, you're welcome to bring friends and family along. It's going to be a lot of fun. I just had a quick look to see what buzzes were coming up in the next week, because I know that we've got team all over the place. So on Wednesday, the 25th, we have the buzz at Taunton, which I'm attending. Yes, I will put the recording up in the team group tomorrow. There's a buzz at Cornwall on the same day, on Wednesday, which has Steve Critchley attending, which is going to be amazing. And then Chester buzz as well is on Wednesday, so anyone in that area. And then next Monday, the 30th, is Suffolk and also Bath. So Bath is a new venue. So again, that's for some of you on here, I know that's fairly local to you. So get along there. I know it clashes with our team meeting, but we can't help that. But anyway, that's next Monday night there in Bath. Kickoff, as I said, again, I've got here Southwest kickoff on the 14th of January. There are other ones as well. Next Monday, our guest speaker is our lovely friend, or Claire and I's lovely friend, and some of you know him well, Tom Marshall from Cornwall, senior group leader. So he's going to be here next Monday, and he's got an amazing story and lives a wonderful lifestyle, you know, sort of funded by his residual income with UW, and lots to share. And he's going to talk particularly about mindset and motivation. And I know he'll do an absolutely fabulous job on that. So make sure you're here next Monday night for Tom. And oh yeah, so Monday the 6th, I was just going to mention this because Clare Hingott and Hannah Leaning do these amazing slots called Skills Pays the Bills. The next one is on the 6th of November, which is a Monday night at 8:30. So my plan, I don't know if you can watch a Zoom on a Zoom, but anyway, no, my plan is to start our team meeting at 7:45. We'll do half an hour. So we'll do the recognition, news, updates and what have you for us lot. finish at 8:15 in time to log into Claire and Hannah's training.
Yeah.
And we're going to make the training our team skills part of the team meeting. All right. I hope
Good
that's all right
idea.
with you there.
Yeah,
but
good
I will
idea.
advise they all log in at 8:15 because I know you get very busy, don't you, on those sometimes?
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's all right with everyone, I'll make sure I share the link for our team meeting, followed by the link for Skills Pays the Bills. All right, so that's Monday the 6th. So that saves me getting a guest speaker that night, doesn't it? That's all sorted. But Claire, what are you covering that night? Do you know? I know I saw the other.
We had a big debate about this today. We were wondering whether we should do the fast start plan or recruiting or helping people with the incentives. We've never done the fast start plan, which I think would be a good thing, but we kind of do it quite differently. So that's probably why we haven't done it. But any ideas? What would people want? We always do, well, we don't always do recruiting, do we? We always mix it up, but
Well,
I don't know.
Start would be good.
6th of November, and people are still going to have a chance, aren't they, for that Christmas incentive? So recruit and fast start, I would say. Yeah,
Fast start.
Come on and get them going, you know, because that's going to be their quickest route to points, isn't it?
Yeah.
Getting those homeowner supported appointments in the diary, I think that would be really, really useful, wouldn't it, for those 3 weeks? That would be absolutely amazing. All right, everyone, look at that. We've done it again. We're finishing just before 9 o'clock, as promised. So thank you very, very much for coming along this evening. I hope you've enjoyed that. I know I have. I learn from Claire every time I hear her speak. It's absolutely brilliant. And I was taking notes as well as listening in. So really, really fabulous. Thank you again, Claire. You're an absolute superstar doing that for us all. And look forward to seeing you all. Remember, everybody, we have our info meetings every day still. So if you've got people that you are interested in the business, invite them along. It's either myself or Jane or Matt does an info meeting every day. Tomorrow's is at 11:30, same link as tonight. Okay, so if you've got any potential partners, invite them along, and let's get them on board. Brilliant. Thanks very much, guys. Thank you, everyone. See you all very soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Julia,
Thanks,
have you got a second?
Sorry.
Have you got a second before you go?
For you personally or in the meeting?
No, for me personally.
Give me a ring, Kathy.
All right, we'll do.
Yeah, all right, brilliant. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. Bye.
See you later. Bye.